Hi, this is Derek with the Kids S.A.F.E Foundation. So we're doing a quick video on an upgrade that we're going to do to our M4E1 here. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in some of the easy install pins that are made by Aero. And so what we love about these is there's a little indent there, so it makes it easy for you to put a punch on there if you need to. This is the the front pivot pin. And so I like the way they're machined. It's going to make it easier for us to take down the rifle when we're traveling. And so we'll start off, we're going to check the gun for clear. Obviously, always know the condition of the gun, make sure it's clear. That's our first step. I'll come to the back, pop out that first pin. I'll kind of let it rotate to the front. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of take that other pin and then the upper comes apart, just like that. On the rear push pin, I'm going to use my pick here, and what I'm going to do is there's a little track on the back side of this push pin. I'm going to push in on that and make sure the detent goes back into the receiver, and then what I do is I just kind of twist it down and it disengages the spring and the detent, and this just slides out just like that. So in this step, I'm going to use both of my pins. I'm going to use the old pin. I'm going to stick this on the back side of the receiver. Kind of line up with the hole there. Okay, so now once I have it in there, what I do is I put pressure on with my fingers, and what I'll do is I'll take my pick, and I will take the pick, and as I'm putting pressure on the old detent, I use my pick to kind of get it started. It is kind of challenging, but pressure helps keep that detent. There you go. You don't want it to go too far, but now that I have the detent here, I take the new one, and the new one, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just start it, and I'll push it through and get it started, and then what I'll do is I'll just roll it into place, and you'll hear it click. And then once you hear it click, then this thing is totally contained and you are good to go. And so the reason I did it this way is because I didn't want to break my castle nut here and ruin my stake, because this is properly staked. And so this is a way for you to prevent and replace these push pins without having to break your stake and adjust your castle nut. Remove the pivot pin, kind of push in with my pick here, and got to push the detent back into the receiver and then kind of twist up, and now everything is captured just like that. So this is the part where you have to be really careful, because these detents will shoot out. And so typically what I would do is just kind of put my fingers here and catch it, and then pull out on the pin, and that's going to catch the detent right there. And so I'll set that aside just like this, and I will set. So in this step, I have some tweezers. I've got the detent captured here in them, and then I have the brand new push pin that I'll be using. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of get this thing started and kind of push. Oops. I'll push in and kind of capture it like this. And then once I have it there, then I can spin it to where I need it. So kind of spin it, you'll see this, and then you'll hear it click. And then once it clicks, then it's totally captured and I'm good to go. The pivot pin, and make sure it lines up. And once it lines up, it'll go into place, and then I take my rear one, and that is complete. And you can see here with this tipped-in gun vise, I can totally adjust the rifle wherever I need it, so I can kind of check my work and make sure everything's seated the way I need it to do. Pull back, everything functioned as needed, and this was a quick tip.